Hi there, it's real estate coach Josh Fegan, and welcome to this month's Growth, Leadership and Management Tip. You see, as a real estate agent, there's a lot of things that are coming at you, and most of the people that are sitting inside of your business right now are trying to make the decisions about how they go to prospect for business. And one of the great challenges with that is that what's the real deal on things like social? You see, you've got this exceptional thing called a brand. It's the thing that you've toiled away at lovingly for years, and that brand actually represents more than just a logo. What a brand actually is it's an ethos, it's an understanding, it's a way of doing business. It's something about how you communicate. So whether or not you do things easier or you make things faster, or maybe for example, it's about the quality that you bring to the actual transactional experience. These are the things that actually underpin your brand. What's happened with the explosion of social media is that no one's really cracked the formula. So a number of real estate agents have gone out there, and what we've done is that we've actually had no real strategy, rhyme or reason, but it's actually just exploded, and before you know it, everyone needs to be huge on social. So individual real estate agents would have, say for example, their name, like Josh Fegan, and they'd have like their private account, which all of a sudden morphed into becoming their public account. And so then they're kind of like confused between how do I actually go to put my social stuff on there about what I'm doing with my family, to then also put on that I've just sold this next listing. So all of a sudden we start thinking about this posting. So now what we're seeing is an emergence where real estate agents are going out and setting up a second account on social to have like Josh Fegan, real estate agent, all in their title. And then they like posting all the stuff that's real estate, so then they can get rid of all the people that they didn't really want to be friends on their personal social to then send them that content. Well, the problem with this is that if you actually have a look at what's happening is that everyone's competing for small audiences. And what do I mean by that? Let's say, for example, that you've got your own brand and you've maybe got 5 or 6 salespeople in your office. And now those 5 or 6 salespeople have their own like little Instagram and Facebook accounts. And then all of a sudden what actually happens is it's Josh Fegan, whatever the real estate agent. And then there's Josh Fegan personal, and that one's set to private and this one's set open. And what actually starts to happen is that then they start posting it. Well, think about it from a customer's point of view. Why would I actually really want to follow that individual real estate agent? Like, I get it, but like, I've just listed this, I've just sold that, I'm now walking down the street, I've in a position that I went to this appraisal appointment, now I'm in training, like all of this stuff that goes on. And the problem that actually happens is it becomes a Dear Diary. So I've got a radical approach, and maybe this is a completely different view on it, but the view may be that perhaps we should actually just say, you know what, no need to have a personal, no need to have a public, just be a person and allow that to amplify. And what you should understand is that like literally a beautifully curated content where you actually have an account specifically about the brand that has a shout out personally to your salespeople throughout the course of the week in different things and things that relate to the consumer and the situations and the challenges that they're going through would actually become more meaningful for people to actually want to follow. And rather than having 70, 80 or 200 or 1,000 real estate agents following you, what happens if we actually get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 10,000 people in a community actually following you? And so what I would say is that let's actually concentrate more on a brand, have a curated approach from all the agents' perspective to actually create something that's truly unique and truly worthwhile, rather than a whole heap of real estate agents doing all the individual stuff. Now you might say that I'm being particularly critical, but you only need to have a look at the changes that Facebook made at the start of this year to remove things that are associated with branding, to remove things that are associated with business, and to remove things that are associated with individual brands and individual people trying to sell their stuff, and actually focusing much more on the personal connection and the personal relationships. And it's a great sign to see that things have gone too far. The reality of it is the things that will make your business really move is having deep relationships with your existing customers. There's nothing like a shared meal with 20, 30, 40, 50 people who genuinely love what it is that you do, who go out to the rest of the community and tell other people to use you as a real estate agent, because not only are you good at what you do, you're actually a real person and someone they connect with. Understand that what social does is it amplifies word of mouth marketing. And if you do it well, it will really help you to build a business. But nothing will build a business like getting on the phone and getting back face to face with the customers that matter. I really hope that you've enjoyed this month's Growth, Leadership and Management Tip, and I look forward to seeing you next month.